which is owned by Nikhil Gandhi, sometimes from the Mundra Port owned by Gautam Adani. The government was questioned by the Congress party over the last 8 months on why all these recoveries are taking place in Gujarat alone. Why is Gujarat becoming the gateway of drugs in India? We had questioned the government on its inability to appoint a full-time head of the NCB, National Narcotics Control Bureau. And after a gap of 18 months, the government finally got under pressure and appointed a full-time head of the Narcotics Control Bureau. Our MP, Mr. Digvijay Singh, had questioned the government in Parliament on these recoveries, and Mr. Nityanand Rai, MOS State, had informed the country through the Parliament that the NIA has been handed over the case of these recoveries. This was on the 6th of October 2021, the NIA had been given this case. We want to know what are the findings of the NIA, because it's very critical. It is not just critical because the opposition is raising an issue and trying to corner the government. No, we are not doing that. What we are trying to do here is, we are trying to protect the future generations of India. A major smuggling of drugs that happened in June 2021 and did not get caught was 25 tons, costing 1,75,000 crores. So 25-ton drugs came to the port, not just came unchecked, went unchecked through trucks to the various parts of this country. 25 tons per truck. You can't fill a truck with drugs all over. I'm sure you use something else. So let's assume that 5 tons per truck, 3 tons per truck. So roughly around 9 trucks went unchecked. Can this happen without active connivance, without active collusion of authorities? We have some questions from this government. Before I come to the questions, after a lot of pressure from the Congress party, the Mundra Port had announced that they will not handle cargo from Iran, Pakistan and Afghanistan. This happened in October 2021. Here is the news report. You all saw this report. Yesterday, there was a 52 kilogram cocaine recovery worth 500 crores from the Mundra Port, came from Iran. So if you've stopped cargo from Iran, Afghanistan and Pakistan, how did this come? We want to know. We also want to know, apart from Gujarat becoming a gateway of drugs under your watch, you have the Prime Minister from Gujarat, you have the Home Minister from Gujarat. Why are they silent? This is a Prime Minister who talks more and does less, and on this particular issue, not a word. Why this silence? Drugs can't be traded just at a retail level. 3-4 of us are just dealing into drugs. That doesn't happen. It is always a part of a larger global syndicate. And these syndicates have active political patronage in whichever country they operate. We demand from the government answers on what is your blueprint, what is your roadmap to bust this syndicate, and who is the El Chapo or Pablo Escobar of this drug syndicate in this country. These are important critical questions because, as I said, we are dealing with the future of our next generation. We are destroying it. We owe it to them, if not to ourselves, to give them a drug-free future. Under this government, whether it's the Narcotics Control Bureau or other agencies, Unfortunately, these agencies have been reduced to what I call to retail politics. खुदरा राजनीति का एक जरिया बना दिया है नार्कोटिक्स कंट्रोल ब्यूरो को, ईडी को, सीबीआई को, तमाम एजेंसीज को. So instead of getting these agencies, forcing these agencies to deal into retail politics, they should be focusing more on recovering these wholesale drugs that are coming in. Recoveries of drugs starting from July 2017 right up to yesterday. In my press release, I'll release that list. All of them have been recovered from the coastline of Gujarat. Sometimes from the Pipavav port,